Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. Welcome once again. It's another bright, beautiful day. What a gorgeous day when you have the opportunity to speak to the most beautiful woman on planet Earth, guys. Oh my God. We are gearing up for the big bang. Who is ready in the house, guys? So join me. Let us welcome none else but our own Lystra talk all the way from Canada. Lystra, are you ready?
I am ready.
Welcome. All right, guys. So as you can see, Lystra in the house. Thank you for joining us. Lystra, tell us how is it this evening? Where exactly you're calling from? How is it? And we go from there.
Uh-oh. I
We can
lost you.
we can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know where the picture went.
And I am seeing you, so you can go ahead and speak. I can see you. All right, guys. Listra is trying to sort himself out. He just lost his image. Just fidget with your mouse around the bottom somewhere there. You find yourself. So, guys, this is the excitement. We enjoy some of these things while they last because our O Connect is going to be different.
Here
So,
we
guys,
go.
yeah. Oh, you found it. So,
Oh,
all
I'm back. I'm back. But I
right,
don't see myself speaking. Oh, here we go.
all right.
It's delayed. It's delayed. Why?
Can you see it now? Because we can see you guys. Tell us in the chat if you can see Listra, because I'm seeing her though.
I can see myself, but I can't see myself speaking in the moment. Or you. Or you.
You can't see me.
I can see you, but I can't see us chatting in the moment. It's delayed.
Oh, okay. But then it's just smooth from my own end, Listra. Everybody's seeing both of us, and they can you hear both of us, guys? Can you hear Listra speak? And can you hear me speak? Let us know, please. So Auntie Lynn says yes. Uh, Pat Parent is here to support us. She says yes. She's always there.
Well, hello, everyone.
Just go ahead and speak, Listra. Everything is okay.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
everybody knows, they know who I am, right?
exactly.
And I'm here today because my dear sister here invited me to speak. So, yes, I live in Toronto, Ontario. I am a widow with two grown children and four grandchildren, ages 15 to 8.
All right.
And let me see, I joined Onpassive in 2020, January of 2020. And so it's just over 3 years now. And what a
Right.
ride it's been so far. 3 years of Onpassive.
Right.
And I am elated. I am just so happy to be with this company. I'm so happy with all the friends I've made. It's like a family. I just love everyone. And yeah, and here we are to chat with everyone a little bit. So I will let my sister Comfort lead
Yes.
the way and I will answer questions.
Yeah, sure. I'm just very excited. I equally joined in 2020, but then that was in June. So you joined about half a year before I did. So there's
Oh,
this excitement, but I believe that before you joined on passive, you were doing something. So you
yes.
will tell us why. Maybe is there a comparison or something that is different with Onpassive and what you did because you are very excited and devoted and committed and passionate about Onpassive. So what did you do? And tell us, please.
Okay. Well, after trying several businesses that failed, um, a friend asked me to join her in this hair care, skincare business. And because I used to be in that sort of line of work as well, I was a hairstylist, I was a makeup artist, and all of that. Okay, so I joined her. It was wonderful. I love the product. It's called Monate, which I shouldn't say, but it's okay. Anyway, yeah, It was wonderful. So I joined her. My first year was fabulous. I did really well. I brought in a lot of people, and that was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Recruiting. When the COVID hit, everybody started to fall away, and it got really, really hard. But anyway, um, a very good friend, introduced me to Onpassive, and I said, "But I'm doing this other business." And she says, "Well, I just want you to listen to the videos." And it was Mike Ellis's videos and Jeffrey's. So I said, "I will." And I didn't listen to them right away. When I did, though, I thought, this sounds really good. So
Right.
my friend phoned me up and she says, "Okay, what do you think now?" And I said, "Well, it sounds good, but I still didn't know a lot. I listened to the videos, but it takes a while for things to really click. And it did
Right.
with me. So then I said, "Okay, I will sign up," which I did in January of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still not really attending webinars and going into it the way I wish that I had at first. But when I did, and I always say this, Robin Noble asked me if I was plugged into the webinars. And I said, no. She says, Lystra, you need to get plugged in. Go to the webinars. And what I started with, she asked me to go to P&G, and I went to my first P&G and I never stopped after that. And then I started to attend other webinars
Right.
and I was hooked. I was just hooked.
Okay, so what changed? Because at first, you did not attend the webinars and stuff. So when you attended the webinar, what changed? What is that moment that turns the switch on the light bulb? You're like, aha, I got it now.
You know what? I felt that I had come home. I felt everyone, they were so friendly. People were kind. People were welcoming. And then listening to all the leaders at the time, and even some of the founders talk, and I realized this is no recruiting here.
Mm-hmm.
No recruiting. This is a different ball game altogether.
You're right.
And the more I attended and the more I listened to videos and webinars, I found this is it. I don't need
Mm-hmm.
anything else. And I've never looked back. I've never looked back. And I have people trying to get me into other things up to this day.
Yeah.
And I told them, I don't need it. I tell them all the time, I should say, I don't need anything else. I have Onpassive. I just don't need anything else.
Wow. This is very interesting. One of the things we do on this platform is we're just interested in listening to these stories. And guys, if any of you is watching, you don't know what Unpassive is all about, then stay tuned. Ask questions in the comment section. So I just want to quickly use this opportunity. If you have not yet registered, the UK and Ireland event is coming up this weekend. So we are meeting there on Friday evening and Saturday. It's going to be like, oh my God. So if you are here, especially from the UK and Ireland, and you still need a ticket, we've still got a few. Contact us and get a ticket. So, Lystra, I know that the passion, you finally found it. You found home. I know that earlier on you said that when you find yourself in Onpassive, you feel like family. Some of us already call it family. So it's a whole nation, right? The Republic of Onpassive, with the citizens called Onpassivians, speaking one language called love and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering what difference, because I know I have an idea. I've never done the recruiting stuff and so on. So
Mhm.
what difference do you think Onpassive would make in businesses like the ones you used to do and in people's lives?
Oh, it will make such a difference. It's such an easy business. You don't have to go looking for people to join you to lift you up further, which is what most of those businesses do. If you want to rise to the top, you have got to bring in people underneath you. And it still takes a while. With Onpassive, we don't have to do that.
Right.
We paid our fee, our one pittance of a fee. I always call it just about nothing to be in an incredible company like this. We
Mhm.
don't have to do anything else. If we don't want to, now we can become a reseller, right? If we want. A smart person will choose that. I believe that. That is what I plan to do anyway.
Mhm.
Okay? Because you want to move ahead faster, you want to earn more. That's the way to go, right?
Mhm.
That's what I plan. So, anybody out there listening and you don't know this company as yet,
Mhm.
go to onpassive.com, go read up, and you will find out what we're all about and how amazing and easy this company will be for you and your family, all your loved ones.
Right. Okay, so you know, Lystra, when you joined, like some of us 3 years ago, and those who started in 2018, 4+ years and stuff, we have walked the journey together. We have seen a lot of change taking place. Everything is changing. We just see one new top and the other, and so on. And where we are now, you know, where we are, and exactly any moment, maybe before we finish this show, we go to the OES, something new would have happened. How do you feel about the growth of Onpassive and everything that has taken place since you joined to where
Oh,
we
I
are now?
find it unbelievable, but fantastic because I know it's real. I
Yeah.
can't wait to keep moving ahead. I can't wait to see everything. I can't wait to start using the products that's going to be launched very soon. I mean, it's an excitement that you wake up with every day knowing, hey, something is coming. It's right around the corner. It's just fantastic. I've never
Hmm.
seen anything like that. And as I said to you, I've been in other companies before that have failed, wasted a lot of money. Okay? Not with Onpassive. We don't have to do all of that.
Hmm.
Mr. Ash, his teams of brilliant people, they're doing it all for us. So why wouldn't we want to be in this? Why wouldn't we want to wait and just see what's ahead? And it's not far away. It's not far away at all. It's just around the corner, I keep saying, right there.
Exactly. Last evening, Marty, I heard Marty DeGamo say it's just at our doorsteps. Would you say the same?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
All
right
right.
there. I mean, I
Okay.
know a lot, and I wouldn't say people, I'll say us, okay? Because I don't want to leave myself out for people to think, well, you get impatient and you may think, hey, this is taking too long. I want out. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to be so sorry. Stay in this business. This is the business. There's nothing else like it out there. And I don't think there ever will be again, at
Mhm.
least not in my lifetime. So stay with it. Stay with it. It's not going to be too much longer.
Exactly. So, guys, I just apologize. I discovered there's this intruder here. He just lacks something to do, and he's always there to disturb. So, I've been putting up his messages because I misread them. However, we don't let anything nor anybody distract us. So, we are moving on. We are proudly on Pacifians, and we are here to change the world because we own it, whether you like it or not. So no distractions, guys. So if you can see, Sister Fumi has just put up the link to the tickets. If you want to buy a ticket for the UK event next Friday, that's the ticket. That's the link here on the screen. Just copy it, paste on your browser, and then get going. So, Lystra, I know that we had a chat before now. Sometimes you really do like to have a bit more time with your grandchildren than you would have, but then because other things come in between, do you think Onpassive is bringing this opportunity for you to finally be there all the time for these little ones?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And not only with time, financially as well. Okay. Everything is going to work out so that we can spend more time with our children and our grandchildren. Things that we weren't able to do before, we will be able to do. I would love to go on a trip with all my grandchildren right now. That's not feasible.
Right.
But with Onpassive, it's going to be. It is going to be, and I cannot wait for those times. I can't wait. And I'm going to say it again. It's right around the corner. I can't stop saying
Exactly. It's
it.
just right here at our doorsteps. Thank you, John Borella. John is here to look after us, Lystra. So he says, hello, Comfort and Lystra, just turning in on the train to my audiobook recording session, saying hello. Maybe I can come on for interview before we do our group panel. Okay. This is already very exciting, guys. Just imagine John here with that very voice of his. We're just going to be all over the place. Good job, John, for your book. And we're looking forward to, I hope that we're going to have access to listen to your sweet book with your wonderful voice. Thank you for joining us. So, Lystra, let's go back to business. We've discussed a few things, right? Look, let's go back to giving to the community. You and myself, I know that what is keeping you here now is no longer the extra money you thought you were coming to make. Because when the light bulb turns on, you see humanity. That is Mr. Mufareh's heart, right?
Right.
So I just want to know. I know you were telling me that you've done some philanthropic activities around the world and stuff. And so share a bit with us what you've done out of home and what you plan to do maybe within your immediate community. We just like to hear that.
Okay. Now, I haven't done anything in my immediate community except at my church, right? I volunteered at my church before I moved to the country. I was there all the time. We would feed the poor. We would go to the shelters and so on. We would bring clothes and food and so on and look after them.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've moved here, I mean, it's really very quiet. It's a real country town. And so, what I do, I've always had a sponsored child, whether it's from India or Africa or wherever. Okay. And that is like a monthly thing that comes out. I've also since started donating monthly to save the children because children, they've always been my passion. I love to see children having fun. And because my grandkids are so privileged and I
Mm-hmm.
see these children, I want to help. And I know with Onpassive, I'll be able to do so much more than I'm doing right now. I also donate to Christian for Jews. And these are people from the Holocaust and so on. So they're really elderly and they're frail and so on. So I help them as well. I know I'll be able to do more again with this company. There's so much that I know we all want to do. Like I'm an angel on Chris's list that's been growing. I'm also on there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll be helping there as well. It's my heart because I know that if I had to live the way some people lived, I don't know how I would handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that if I can help make somebody's life better, I will do it. I want to do it.
Wow.
You
That's
know?
just yes. All right, go ahead.
No, no.
Yeah, that's just interesting. Those are the things we like to hear. And sometimes when you share like that, you help many people because on passive, we have very young people too. They have an idea that they need to help. Maybe they need to know where to start from. So when
Right.
people come here, we like them to share these ideas because you don't necessarily need to open an organization of yours. You need to
Mhm.
support, you need to go through the church and stuff like you did and stuff. But then you mentioned the church. I did not have it here on our program, but let's discuss this because many Christians, they look at what we are doing like ungodly and stuff, because that's not the right way of making money, and because they don't want to listen to understand. Does Onpassive have a solution for the church?
Yes, because the church, they're always looking for donations, not only for themselves and the people in the church. They're looking to help others out there. When I was there, we would have one Sunday a month, we will have a luncheon
Mm-hmm.
for newcomers. And when they came in, we had a cook who was a very good friend of mine. So I was in his team. And soon after the first service, okay, we had two, one at 9, one at 11. Soon as the first one was done, we would be in that kitchen and we would start to prepare the meals. And we would even invite people from off the street to come in, and they would get a hot, lovely lunch. I mean, a huge lunch. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
the roast beef and the baked chicken and the salads and sides and everything. And we prepared that meal ourselves. Okay. And these people were blown away. Even the new people who just joined the church, they will say, okay, I'll be there. And I've never been to a church who did this. So it was all gratifying in the end. It made us
Mm-hmm.
feel so good. Plus, I sang in a choir. It was called P4G,
Mm.
Passion for Christ. Oh,
Okay.
okay, for Jesus, I should
You
say.
know, yeah.
Right? We would go to the old folks' home. Well, I should say retirement homes. And we would sing a whole book every Christmas. And
Wow.
those people were so thrilled just to hear a choir come in to their home and sing for them at Christmas. Some of them will just be crying, tears streaming down. And at the end of it, we would mingle and sit with them and chat with them, because in these homes, these people are really lonely if they don't have any
Right.
family to come with them,
Mm-hmm.
to see them and so on. They would grab onto our hands when it's time to leave, and they wouldn't want us to leave. It was heartbreaking. So we would chat with them. We had fun. And we even went on a mission trip, the choir, to my home country, Trinidad, once. It was so amazing. That was my first mission trip ever. I haven't gone anywhere else. But yeah, it was all amazing. I loved that part of it as well,
Mm-hmm.
because we were out there helping people,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And that is my heart. That is where I am still,
Right.
helping others, because it's not that we have anything that we should keep everything for ourselves. If we have extra, we should be giving out there, and not only financial or food and clothes, our time. The amount
Exactly.
of people out there that appreciate time that you have to come and spend with them,
Mm.
you know, it's
Wow.
amazing. It's
It is
amazing.
indeed. One of the best things I love in doing in church, Lystra, is giving for missions. Guys, we're not turning this into a religious thing. It's just, this is purely humanitarian, right? We just want to share this because you just want to be part of this. You know about missionaries, you know what they do, you know where they go to. Nowadays is the 21st century. Missionaries live in bush, in jungles where there's no internet network, there's no electricity and stuff like that. And you know how much we contribute in our churches to send to them when they have children and stuff. Handouts day in, day out, but they have been surviving. Imagine that today, all of the 1.4 Mother Teresa's that Mr. Mufareh is producing here on this platform, you go empower a missionary. You have not just empowered them, but you are empowering them to empower the communities that they are going to shed the light on. How far this can go. So it feels really good just thinking about this, because you change the life. At least you give the missionaries more reason to be there and do what they are doing. And of course, you know, do even more to the communities, because they do just people you have medical doctors, you have nurses, you have all professions who decide to be missionaries just to go help. So do you see, like me too, that this is going to go this far?
Well, it could. It could. We are the ones who will have to take it there.
Right.
right?
Right.
We will have to, we can go in any direction we so desire.
Yeah.
Any.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That.
it has to be with a heart. It has to be so, what's the word I want? It has to be with love as well, right?
Exactly.
Because when you do these things, you got to show love to these people because they need it. They're so devoid of all of that. Putting love in there with the help, it makes all the difference in the world. It
Exactly.
does. It
Exactly.
does.
Indeed, it does. It really does. It does. So, what we are doing, because some people, especially those who don't get it well, I always like us to end on this note. Some people don't get it right, even at this last second of the hour of Unpassive, and they don't understand why right now we're not in the market and stuff like that. Yesterday, Auntie Lynn had a topic which went like stay on the course. So would you give that kind of message to encourage brand ambassadors? What would you expect them? What are you doing now? What would you encourage them to keep doing as we wait for the baby to drop in our palms?
Okay, I will encourage everyone. First of all, stay plugged in. Second of all, keep watching your back office for updates. If there are webinars, go to the webinars, go to the lives. Marty, Red, Chris, every single day, and they have information to share. Mike has every Monday night and every Thursday, and I am on there sometimes. I can't always go. It's a lot of information. That's how you learn. That's how I'm learning still. I've
Mm-hmm.
got a lot to learn. In the 3 years I've been there, you think you know everything. No, you don't, because
Right.
things are always being updated and they're changing stuff. We are a learning system, and this is what we're doing. So, anybody out there, you're not plugged in, I suggest you start, because one day you're going to need to know so much about this company, and you will be glad that you did, you know?
Indeed.
Because yeah, it's easy right now. It's easy. You are self teaching, right? You're
Exactly.
teaching yourself everything. You don't have anybody breathing down your neck telling you you have to reach a quota. You got to do this or you got to do that. This is your business. You are in control. You get to choose. You get to do it your way. Just as
Exactly.
long as it's the right way, according to Onpassive's rules, you do it. And that is what I try to do. But recently here, I've been busy, busy. I haven't been listening to your show or to Lynn's or so on, because I've been doing so much
Right.
that I can't get into. Not a business, I mean, in my personal life. But
Well,
anyway, yeah, yeah.
sure, it happens sometimes, but don't worry. We're going to catch up one of these days on the Rob Lynn show, and we'll have a good time there, just chatting and
Yeah, I
catching up.
would love to go on Rob Lynn, but the timing is never right.
I know.
Yeah, yeah. I
Right.
see, because the grandkids live here with their parents. I am upstairs. They're always upstairs. They're always, and if anything, my son and his wife aren't able to, we will cook for them, and do
Right.
everything. So it's a busy, busy time,
Sure.
you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, the good news is that the time is coming when we'll have all the time on earth and what to do with the time. So there will be no complaints anymore. So I think we're on the right path. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a contribution here from Pat Parent, which says Onpassive will help us do the marketing, but we must stay connected and engaged. Trust the process.
Yeah.
We will keep repeating this on and on and on and on and on. One day, whoever is supposed to hear and get it will get it. Those who don't want to get it, it's their choice. So I think we are doing well. Whoever is plugged in is the right way to go, is the right thing to do. So, Lystra, I think I appreciate your time here. I'm not sure, I don't know if you still have some other thing to say.
Well,
If,
Thinking about Enjoy, I don't know a whole lot about Enjoy as yet,
Hmm.
but I do know that it will be the perfect thing for parents and their children.
Yes.
A lot of children today, they're on social media and they're into things that they shouldn't be in. Okay, just think with Enjoy, no more of that, no more
Hmm.
of that. So
Hmm.
that is one of the platforms I can't wait for. I can't wait to point my grandkids towards that and say, good, clean, get into this. You don't need TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok, but it's only to do videos for Onpassive, and that's it. I don't do anything else on there. Right?
Exactly.
I'm on
Yeah.
Facebook. I don't do anything else on Facebook. Whatever social media platform I'm on, it's only because of Onpassive. I don't need it for anything else. And soon I won't even need them, I hope.
Mhm.
you know,
That's very true.
yeah,
You know, Lystra, one thing about our products, Enjoy, which is designed mostly for children, maybe 0 to 18, even though we can still use it, right?
right,
And our O Connect too, there's a lot to do with our children and the little ones on O Connect and stuff.
right.
What is giving me the joy here is the security, the layers and layers of security that are in our products. So there's no cyberbullying. Your child will not go depressed because some people are bullying them because they look the other way and the other ones look like that and stuff like that. The things that bother young people these days, they are absent on passive. And I think that's what is giving us the joy too. Because if I'm in the kitchen and my son is on joy, I will be in the kitchen for 1 hour without checking because I know that nothing is going to happen. I think,
Exactly.
yes,
Exactly. Because the things that pop up, the things they can read, the things
yes,
they can see that children have no right seeing. It's
yeah,
all out there. I've got
exactly,
two teenagers and I have to really be at them for all of this stuff, you know?
exactly. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just blessed to be part of this.
Oh, we are
And
beyond blessed, my friend. We are beyond
exactly,
blessed. And I
exactly.
keep praying all the time. And I thank Ash Mufareh for his genius, brainiac, what he has going on in there. I call him brainiac
No,
all the time.
exactly.
Oh, God, yes. I'm so grateful to him and his family and everyone else. Oh, my gosh. So grateful. So grateful. As we
Especially,
all are, I know.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, we all are. Exactly, we are. And I believe, trusting God, that we are definitely going to change the world because this is different. So,
Yes.
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 Wow, I just appreciate you for your time, Lystra. I'm so happy that you came. I'm so blessed, and we hope to meet you again next time. I'm sure you will be in a panel and have even a longer discussion. We will have all the time and so on. We need to squeeze time and go to Dublin. It can be very interesting out there because you meet everybody and it goes really well. So
Yeah.
God will give us all the time. I will have all the time to spend
Oh
together.
gosh, yes, I
Yes.
know, I know, and
Yeah.
I keep telling myself. I look at the time and I go, "It's 9 o'clock. Robin's finished," because
Yeah.
around that time we have dinner, say 6:37, and then you got to clean up. And then I look at the time, and before midnight was too late for me because I want to
Exactly.
be in bed, right?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I have to find, my
Balance. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Exactly. All right. Thank you so much. And of course, see you
Thank
again
you.
soon. Guys, we really appreciate you all for all the wonderful contributions as usual. So sometimes, if it's just Listra and myself, it can get boring sometimes, but then you chip in so powerful, useful information, and that's what makes the whole of this very discussion. So thank you guys and see you soon. Thank you, Listra, and
You're
have a wonderful
welcome. Thank
evening.
you for having me.
Yeah, thank you too. I'm really grateful. All right, see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.
Goodbye.
Mm.